Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hey, hello, and welcome to the AHA channel, the channel that makes you go, AHA, and my name is Asli. I've been teaching English for almost 20 years, and I have been studying or learning about English for almost 30 years. Learning English is not easy, whether you are in the level of basic, or intermediate, or even advanced. You will face each difficulties in each stage of the learning process. On a basic level, for example, my students who are in that stage, some of them face difficulties on how to differentiate between, let's say, class of words. They don't know whether this word is categorized as verb, noun, adjective, or adverb. They are confused with that. So today I'm going to talk about 4 most common grammatical problems found among the learners of English, which is in the elementary level and which is non-native speakers. The first problem deals with word formation, especially the formation of adverb from adjective. I often hear or listen or read my students saying or writing the sentence. For example, I walk with careful. You see, in Indonesian grammatical rules, if we want to form an adverb from adjective, we have to add dengan or with before the adjective. Careful is an adjective. Careful is hati-hati in Indonesian. So it's like saya berjalan dengan hati-hati, the meaning of it. So maybe they got trapped in that grammatical rules of Indonesian language. So that is why they say I walk with careful. With is dengan, careful is hati-hati. Maybe that's the explanation. Such word formation doesn't happen in English. If somebody or you want to form an adverb from adjective, you have to add li after the adjective. So you have angry as an adjective, then you add it with li, it will be angrily, and angrily is an adverb. So it's like slow, slowly, and careful, carefully, quick, quickly. That is how you form an adverb from an adjective in English. It's actually not that hard to keep that pattern in mind, the pattern of forming an adverb from adjective, It's not that hard. But when it comes to speaking, then it is hard. It can be different. In speaking, you don't have much time to think about grammar, and you don't have time to correct your grammar. So when my students make mistakes in speaking, I actually try not to correct the grammar as long as we, the students and me, understand what they say. So I just let my students speak. But when it comes to writing, we as teachers have to remind them all the time if it is needed. Okay, the second problem deals with word class. Sometimes if you are on the basic level or elementary, well, it happens to my students, it happened and happens to my students, they are confused which word class a word belongs to. They are confused with that. They, for example, don't know that agree is a verb. And what makes it worse is that sometimes same word in English and Indonesian, for example, agree, and it is setuju in Indonesian, have different verb class. In English, agree is a verb, and in Indonesian, it can be a verb, and also it can be an adjective. So I guess they're all mixed up with this. They're all confused with this. So when you don't know what a word class, a word belongs to, then you cannot make or write or compose a proper sentence. So for example, if you don't know the word class of agree, then you cannot make, compose, or write a proper sentence using that word, agree. So that's why some of my students say or write, I am agree. Or they say, I am like apple. In the sentence, they don't mean that they have the similar characters as apple. It means that they have this fondness of apple, but they say, I am like apple. And this is maybe because they don't know the class word of those words, like and agree. Memorizing all those class of words is not easy. Even it is hard. Like for me, at least for me, it is hard. And it's impossible, I guess, because there are too many of them. So here is my tips dealing with that word class. After a session of learning new vocabularies, make sure you know the meaning and also the word class. And you know how to form a sentence with that new vocabularies. And after that, you have to practice it. Use that word in a sentence, whether you are doing speaking or you are doing writing. And then make it a habit. You don't have to memorize it. It will just come out by themselves, as long as you practice it daily. The third problem is to do with part of speech. And I want to talk about the use of article the here because some and many of my students are confused with the use of article the. So somehow it looks like or it sounds like they thought that the use of the is like anytime they want to, they can use the word, the article the. So for example, they sometimes say, I live in the Wonogiri. You know, Wonogiri is a place where we live in. It's like a town or village. You may call it that way. And they put article the before the town or the place we live in. And here is a little clue about the use of the article the. First of all, if you talk about something that everybody knows what you refer to, then you can use the article the. For example, the sun. There is only one sun in this world. The moon. There is only one moon in this world. The earth. There is only one earth in the world. So that is why you can put article the before those words. Secondly, you can use the article the if you talk about something that everybody or people you talk to is informed about or knows of. For example, you can say, is this the man you talk about? You can use the article the here before the man because, let's say, in the past, you have talked about this man with everybody or the people you are talking to right now. And that is why you can put the before the noun man here. Because the people you talk to or everybody knows which man you talk about. The fourth problem deals with the formation of sentence. I've told you before that some of my students say, I am agree or I am like apples. And probably the first reason is that because they don't know the word class for the word agree and like. That is the first possible reason. The second possible reason is that they actually don't understand the concept about nominal sentence, and verbal sentence. And here is a little clue about verbal and nominal sentence. Verbal sentence is a sentence that involves someone's doing activity. A nominal sentence is pretty much the opposite of the verbal sentence, and that is a sentence that doesn't involve someone's doing any activity. So, I walk, I work, I go to school, I do the homework are verbal sentence because there are activities there, and that is doing homework, working, walking, or going. And here are the examples of nominal sentence. I am hungry, I am happy, I am sad. Nobody's doing any activity in the three sentences. I am hungry, I am happy, I am sad. Nobody's doing anything. And that is why they are nominal sentence. And in nominal sentence, they need to be or being. Whether it is word class, word formation, part of speech, or sentence formation, they are all important. So make sure you have times to study all of them to make your English better, whether it is in speaking or writing. Alright, thank you for watching. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the video, and please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that you can catch up with my lessons that I will upload here on my channel, the AHA channel, the channel that makes you go, aha! Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.